Hello, I am Sunil Sharma. I'll be talking about e-business supply chain management. Let's do a quick recap and overview about this topic. E-business supply chain management. Now you see the growth of technological developments of internet and various emerging technologies have a very significant impact on how business interact with each other and their customers. Traditionally, the businesses have always faced problem in their supply chain integration, such as high transaction cost and poor information availability, and various challenges of managing complex interfaces that they use day to day in their operations. But now, with advancement of supply chain systems and emerging technology availability, and e-business technologies, these problems are no more a problem. So let us examine how the internet-based and cloud-based solutions are supporting e-business supply chain management. This is a relatively young field which has transformed businesses into e-business, and with the emergence of internet and new web-based technologies, the management of information flow has always been a key aspect of a supply chain. There is now a rapid growth in terms of web based information transfer between companies, their suppliers, and their customers. That's why the internet has emerged as a most cost effective way of driving supply chain integrations. In fact, e-business is the result of combining these two forces, which is the internet and supply chain management. So this fast transforming businesses and their processes in supply chain have also resulted in better procurement, good service to customers, good management, and product design as well. We'll follow a framework suggested by Lee and Wang in their research paper. And we can divide the various forms of e-business applications into three categories, namely e-commerce, e-procurement, and e-collaboration. We'll discuss these terms one by one. So let's see what goes into e-commerce. E-commerce helps a network of supply chain partners to identify and respond quickly to the changing customer demands. This demand is captured over the internet through their e-business portals, which can be a website or an app installed on a consumer's smartphone. Now, e-commerce has got a tremendous impact on the supply chain of many products. Clearly, the supply chains of information-based goods have seen the most change into their operation as far as supply chain is concerned. For example, e-books, online music, and online videos, utility softwares, games, everything is available online. But you see, the manufacturers of physical products also have turned to the internet as a direct channel of distribution. This direct channel uh, poses a different set of challenges as compared with existing traditional retail channels. So these two channels differ in their customer types, operations of order fulfillment, their cost structure, profits, how they prioritize the rationing, their logistic requirement, expectation of service quality is also different in these two channels. The degree of market segmentation is very much different in retail and e-business retail. Also, the demand and supply information is very differently handled in these two channels. There is an impact on return policies as well. So you can see much of these early research work on customer related e-commerce has focused on the changes in the retail channels and there is a downward market pressure on prices as well. So such studies have found that prices of product are about 9 to 16% lower in e-retail as compared to traditional retail. And yet, for many products, there are supply chain challenges, and sustained price competition is also there. And that's why we have many failed e-businesses models as well. Let's now check what is e-procurement. E-procurement allows companies to use the internet for procuring direct and indirect materials, and it also handles value-added services like transportation, warehousing, customs clearing, payment, quality validation, and all the documents which are related to these functions. So the modern manufacturing, they require sort of flexibility due to very stiff competition. The customer preferences are fast changing, and also there is a complete shortening of the product life cycle. Plus, you also have large product varieties nowadays. So the latest flexible manufacturing can be supported by two things. One is by dynamic capacity allocation and doing efficient material procurement. So again, internet here offers a natural platform to facilitate efficient procurement, as numerous buyers and sellers can find each other over internet and transact according to some pre-specified protocols and safe payment systems. There are three researchers, namely Pelag, Lee, and Hausman. In their research paper, they have studied and compared different procurement strategies for manufacturers. These strategies are to develop long-term supply relationships in order to get good and better purchase contracts, at the same time get better prices. So now let's check what do we mean by e-collaboration. E-collaboration facilitates coordination, taking various activities on the record, and these activities are transactions and information exchange between all the supply chain partners. It can be between suppliers and customers, and all this is done online over internet. So for example, if you want to coordinate a design engineering change in the bill of materials, and suppose this product is manufactured by an outsourced partner, so a lot of collaboration is required in this scenario. So e-collaborative tools will be very helpful in such a scenario. So we can define e-collaboration as business to business interactions, which is facilitated by the internet and cloud-based applications. And these interactions go beyond simple buy or sell transaction, and may be better described as relationships or a joint effort on a particular project of procurement and collaboration. And these activities can be included in terms of information sharing and integration. Decision sharing is possible. You can also share process, and resource sharing is also possible. Out of these areas, information sharing is the most researched and talked about topic in e-collaboration. And researcher in this area provide a new taxonomy to e-collaboration and link this to existing ideas in supply chain management. So for example, with the lot of interest into bullwhip effect, you might have heard this term often used in supply chain. So many researchers have worked to quantify its impact, the bullwhip impact, and examine what are the benefits of sharing information. So this brings us to the end of a session, on e-business and supply chain management. Let's quickly summarize what we have learned in these sessions. So we have talked about e-business and supply chain management. We did an overview where we discussed growth of e-business. We covered what are the traditional business problems, and finally we discussed about e-commerce, e-procurement, and e-collaboration. We also talked about various research in these areas. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I am looking forward to meet you in further episodes on e-business. Till then, bye bye, hasta la vista, Allahu, adios, ciao, jijen, namaste.